Hello, wildlings. I'm your Creepsmith, and you found my Fear Forge. Lucky you.
Welcome back, wildlings. Tonight's story, Unheard Messages, by PowellGuy26. Dave woke up with a start, rubbing his grime-covered eyes. He stumbled to get up off of the sofa as he tried to locate the faint ringing noise that had taken him out of his drunken slumber. He remembered very little about the night before. He only seemed to remember the blaring music of the party he'd thrown to celebrate his graduating from college. The stench of vomit and cheap beer filled the air of his dingy townhouse. As Dave stumbled drunkenly around his trashed living room, he noticed that the ringing that he'd heard earlier had stopped. Finally, he realized this new ringing had been emanating from his phone, which had been buried beneath the red Solo cups that had been filled with spiked punch the night before. He picked up his phone and noticed the 4 voicemails left by his girlfriend and fellow graduate Adriana. He placed the phone to his ear to listen to the messages, his head throbbing like it had been crushed by a vice. "First unheard message," recited a robotic voice.
Hey, that was a great party Jeff threw for you. I just wanted you to know I made it home in one piece. It seemed like you had way more fun than I did last night, considering you were passed out on the couch when I left with Bree. I'm going to bed now, so call me back later. I love you very much, Dave. Bye.
Memories of the night before started to flood back into his mind. He vaguely remembered his girlfriend leaving at around 1:15, 20 minutes before the first message. He walked over to the bathroom to grab some aspirin as the robotic voice announced the next message.
Hey, Dave? Is that you outside my house? If it is, this isn't funny. You know how easily I get scared. If it's you, just move something. Don't just stand there, please.
As he sat back on the couch, he thought about the strangeness of that last message. Her house was way too far away for anyone in a drunken state to drive to, let alone walk. Dave lived about 15 minutes from campus, and Adrienne lived with her cousin, Bree, about 40 minutes from campus, which made it near impossible for someone who was in the state that Dave had been in to get to her place. He hesitantly continued on with the messages.
Oh my God. I really don't think it's you, baby. Holy hell. What is that? Dave, I really hope that isn't you. Whatever it is outside my window just turned towards me. Please, honey, call me back. It has a mask. Before, when I thought it was you, it was facing the street, but now it's halfway up my lawn and it's looking straight at me. It's wearing a mask, Dave. Please, baby, call back. I need help.
The shattered words of his girlfriend echoed through his head. The thought of anything happening to Adriana scared him out of his mind. He realized that the next final message was the call that had woken him up just a few minutes ago. Final unheard message, the emotionless voice announced the next phone call.
Dave, I'm in the closet and I've called the police. It's been 30 minutes since I last called, and that thing made it to the door. Damn it. It's in the house, David. I can hear it moving around the house. The police aren't even here yet. I love you so much. Please know that, in case I don't make it.
At this point in the message, tears of horror started to make their way down Dave's face. He could hear it in the room, just outside. Then a loud shriek and banging until the message stopped recording. Dave couldn't believe what he'd heard. As tears streamed down his face, he looked out his front window, noticing someone standing at the end of his driveway, facing the street. So stay scary, my wildlings, and make the most of your nights.